Hi, I'm Michael Senoff, founder and CEO of HardToFindSeminars.com. For the last 5 years, I've interviewed the world's best business and marketing minds. Now my challenge is to build the world's largest free resource for online, downloadable audio business interviews. I've learned a lot in the last 5 years, and today I'm going to show you the skills you need to survive. Hi, this is Michael Senoff with Michael Senoff's HardToFindSeminars.com. Here's another one-hour consult with a lady named Kathy out of Canada. She had a wonderful idea about creating an information product through a series of audio recordings and interviews for a related niche industry. She had purchased my Audio Marketing Secrets product and took me up on my one-hour consult. So you're going to hear me really delving into some issues here that you will not hear in any of the other recordings. We really go deep into some of the issues. She had prepared a mountain of questions all related to strategy, creating, recording, setting up joint ventures for her information product. We also talk about potential revenue models that can come from all her efforts in creating dynamic audio interviews. So get ready. We're at about 1 hour long for this interview, and you're going to love it. So let's get going. Why don't you just introduce yourself and tell me, how did you first hear about HardToFindSeminars.com, and how did you initially get to my site to order the Audio Marketing Secrets product? And tell me, why did you order the product?
Well, my name is Kathy, and the way that I found out about the website was that I have a subscription to Simpleology with Mark Joyner, and he has recordings that he offers on his site to his members, and as I was scrolling through, I heard one from yourself. Actually, I think it might have even been the live call that he had that night, and it was on a subject about your audios, and I was really excited about audio at the time, so I took Mark's recommendation and checked out the product. The reason I bought right away was, I have to admit, it was a really great offer. I like the no commitment up front, being able to check the product out first. That made a real big difference to me because it was something I had to treat real carefully. I had a lot of expenses at the time, and I had to be careful about where I put my money. So when I first purchased the product and I did listen to it, I was thrilled, and I thought this was a great investment. So that's how it all started.
Okay. You had mentioned you loved audio. Had you been toying around with the idea of developing a product, or did this idea come after visiting my site?
I had been toying around with the idea of creating a product. I've always wanted to create my own info product in audio, but actually doing the interviews and not having live interviews happening and actually having something pre-recorded. That was something new that I did get from listening to the audio on your product.
Okay. Well, you've got a very good voice for interviews.
Oh, thank you.
And have you done interviews before?
No, I haven't. Only for my other work, interviewing people so that I can help them do marketing.
I see. And what do you do currently?
I'm a marketing consultant. For the last 2 years, I've been freelancing on my own.
Okay. How's that going?
Not bad. I need to do something else that's a little bit more exciting for me right now, and that's where this whole other side project has sort of taken shape.
Okay, very good. You had mentioned in your email you want to create an information product based on the market niche related to internal cleansing and health detoxification, using internal cleansing and detoxification to improve health by ridding the body of toxins. When did you first become interested in this?
Oh, goodness. It's been years. I would say probably since I was about 19, and then really got seriously interested about 6, 7 years ago.
Did you have some kind of dramatic benefit from doing detoxing yourself?
Yes, several times actually. Probably the most exciting results that I've had were about 3 years ago. And from that point on, I was really sold on the whole idea, and I wanted to start sharing it with others. So I've been quietly converting everybody around me in my family environment and social circle to really explore the benefits of detoxing.
What do you say to all the critics out there who says it's just a bunch of BS and, the body naturally eliminates itself and it really doesn't work? Did you get a lot of that negativity about that?
No, not usually. People are, on the other hand, quite curious to learn more about it. That's what I find. At least the people that I speak with. I don't speak with a lot of strangers about it, but the people that I know even a little bit, once we start talking, they're curious to learn more about it. I think there's enough buzz about it now that it's sort of in the back of their mind.
Now, we're talking about mainly enemas
I guess that would be a part of it.
But it's more than that.
Yeah, there's a whole other world to it. Enemas would definitely be included as one way that you can definitely rid your body of toxins.
Okay, but you want to address the whole health aspect of it, not just that one particular aspect.
More holistically, like looking at the entire body and the different ways you can go about cleansing yourself, ways that you can avoid toxins in the first place, and so going sort of from start to finish. How to avoid them if you are toxic, how to get the toxins out, and how to maintain optimal health.
Well, I will say this. I think because you have a passion for it and you've had some great benefits from it yourself, and getting into a market like this, especially from a good positive experience, is a good idea. Because as you're creating your business and creating these audio recordings and doing interviews related to the subject, you have some knowledge about it, you can relate some personal experience, and you can interject your passion, your enthusiasm, and your real-world experience into these interviews, and that is all going to really come across. So when I tell people to come up with an idea or product, you want to do something that you enjoy and that you feel good about, and that you don't have to act or lie or act like you're excited about something that you're not. So I think you're way ahead of the game, that you've had a great experience with it, and you're choosing a market that's something you're passionate about. It sounds like you are passionate about this.
Yes.
Also, I'm not a real expert on the market, but the health and wellness market is tremendous. I know that is a huge market, and being involved with a huge market is always a plus. Because especially with the aging population, health and diet and subjects like this are a passionate topic to learn about. So I think it's a great market to be in as far as developing and creating products to sell to this market. I think it's a responsive market.
Oh, great.
You want to do a series of audio interviews, and the people you plan to approach, you're saying here in your document, are all proponents of natural health and healing. Most of them work directly with internal cleansing and detoxing products or programs, or advocate the use of them to improve health, prevent disease, and even eliminate illness. More than half of your potential joint venture partners you plan to approach have achieved international success and recognition and enjoy celebrity status. Now, you want to do audio interviews with them, and you've been planning to do these interviews yourself, although the thought of doing your first one makes you a little bit nervous, and you plan to use freeconferencecall.com to host the calls and audioacrobat.com to do the recording and create any audio clips for the promotion.
Right.
Okay. The conference calling service, do you know if they do a recording of the calls as part of a service?
Yes, they do.
All right, so they'll record the call and they'll send you the audio recording.
I think they have it available for you to download.
I would definitely recommend that you also record the call on your end and get yourself a digital recorder. On the page for the Audio Marketing Secrets, there's a whole recording on how to record and edit and publish audio recordings. You can read in the transcript and you'll see the devices that I use and what you'll need from Radio Shack to get set up. But I would record the call as well on your end because you're going to be on a phone, right?
Right. I have a recorder now, and I did pick up, as per your recommendation when I listened, the phone adapter.
Okay, good. Have you played around with it?
I did, and in fact, I think we might have run into a bit of trouble with it earlier. That was the phone line itself. I guess it just made it worse.
Yeah, it can be a challenge getting everything set up right. You're going to have to play around with the settings. Sometimes you get a bad phone line. You may have a bad connection. It just all depends. But play around with it. Be persistent and get that set up and call a friend or someone and record the call and just practice and make sure the recordings are coming out good. It is a challenge to get set up, but once you get it set up, you don't have to touch it and it'll work every time. If you remember the Mark Joyner call, if you were on that live call, we had 20 minutes of technical difficulties.
Oh, I think I remember that.
You remember that? We couldn't get into the call where everyone was muted out. He was in Australia, and it took 20 minutes to get that hooked up. Now, he was using a conference call service that recorded the call as well, and he wasn't doing any editing of his audios. Hi, it's Michael Senoff with HardToFindSeminars.com. Thanks for watching this video. You know, many of my interviews last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, sometimes even up to 2.5 hours long. They're actual mini seminars, and you've just listened to a short sample of just one of over 117 hours of exciting, hard-hitting, mind-blowing interviews on how to make money in direct mail, advertising, copywriting. I assure you, there is not a resource anywhere on the internet or on the planet that comes close to the free information I provide at HardToFindSeminars.com. So go Go right now to hardtofindseminars.com and you'll have free access to 117 hours of audio interviews with typed word-for-word downloadable transcripts and downloadable MP3 files. Please browse some more of the videos or go right directly to hardtofindseminars.com. Thanks for watching.